Hi and welcome or welcome back. My name is Millie and my channel is all about finding comfort in video games. In this series we work on a Minecraft Forever world. I have to say it's very slow paced and I usually find myself chatting about whatever is on my mind. But I hope this serves as some background noise whilst you get stuff done, be it your own game, some work, or studying, or even to fall asleep. So I hope you'll join me whilst I make some progress. And yeah, let's begin. And we start today with the sun going down. It's a very quick sunset. The sounding of the horn is to mark the arrival of the moon. It's actually a very traditional sort of process in this village. And yeah, let's head to bed. Oh, I didn't realize this was a hostel. I thought this was my house. I feel like clip through the wall. His nose is too big to clip. Try sleeping with the horn. Okay, he's not really getting the memo, so just push him off. He instantly claimed it as soon as I got up. That's very rude. You guys are like rules are you have to leave. Now, did I come to their village and take the house? Yes, but I think I remember it being empty when I got here, so. A bunny. It's probably my favorite colorway for the bunnies, and as tempting as it is to take this rabbit, I can't do it. I can't have pets until I have some building done. Things are more settled. And I really have no idea where to start in terms of building. I guess the nether portal's over there. See, I thought the cherry grove was kind of one whole island, but there are two cherry groves. It's a much bigger island in the middle. Okay, I wonder if I can get over there just by jumping into the water. Now, it looks steep, but I think there are many blocks in between one of these edges and the water. But, you don't know until you try, so let's take a leap of faith. Okay, oh, but we've been blessed by the sun and the horn because we kept our inventory. I also just turned to keep inventory on, but I've never used keep inventory before. But I thought, I'm already playing on peaceful. Why not just go fully into safety and put keep inventory on? You may say, well, at this point you may as well play in creative. But I disagree. And I really don't want to go into creative. I wanna try and get all the stuff myself. And I also want to get into this water. Okay, from here. Oh, I think that's much more doable. A lovely morning swim. And everyone, please be on the lookout for the underwater, like, suspicious gravel sand things. I really want a sniffer. I know I just talked about the fact that I shouldn't get any more pets, but I think sniffers come in eggs, so I would just hold on to it until I'm ready. But I really, really want to find a sniffer. and right now I'm just making a bridge for the iron golem, because the fact that the iron golem is still right where we left him, I feel too bad, and we have to go and pick them up. I imagine because they're so big, they do need 2 blocks or so to walk on. We're just gonna shave down the mountaineer. The mountaineer. Okay, they're actually much further away than I thought. But I have been getting a few comments about playing on peaceful, and I'm fully in the mindset of you can play any game however you want to, as long as it's obviously not causing harm to other people. I said this pretty early on, that when I play Minecraft, I do prefer to play on survival, because you're just getting more of a complete experience. I think that peaceful is a bit of a different game. It's less of the survival element, but it's still Minecraft at the end of the day. But the reason I'm playing on peaceful here is because, yeah, me fighting monsters or getting jump scared by creepers is probably not super relaxing. I would consider doing a survival playthrough another time. Potentially, I guess on stream. Which, thank you so much for everyone that's been following me on Twitch. I've only done one stream on there. It's always really nice, so thank you. And if you were not there for my first stream, I did multi-streaming, which is very... I've never done it before, and I think it's a little bit intense. I imagine that it would probably be more so if you had more people watching and more people talking in each respective chats, but I already find it quite hard to keep track of what people are saying. But I tend to stop playing when I'm talking to people, and it's very boring. Like nothing got done. So in future, I'd like to work on that. Maybe less focus on the chat, and also I think in future it would be nice to kind of be solely on Twitch and maybe have like a notice of I will only be reading Twitch chat, because that would be I just I'm so used to Twitch, the interface, and having like FFC and better Twitch TV stuff, that it would be nice to have that as my main chat. And it's once again raining. I think my forever world must be based in the UK. It's been raining a lot recently. Oh, and I have to show you guys the cherry trees. I think I've probably already had these on before, but this is the Mizuno's leaf pack. It's an add-on for the 16 craft, which is obviously the best resource pack, texture pack in Minecraft, in my opinion. It unfortunately just doesn't get updated too often. I don't think it's been updated for a while now. But at first, I didn't like the cherry trees in this pack, because, yeah, I feel like they're very busy. It's quite a lot to like look at. But now, I think I do prefer them, because the texture is way more realistic. It has the sort of yellows at the center, and there's even some green tones in there for little leaves. And yeah, I think it matches the wood better. I think one of my gripes with Minecraft original textures is that a lot of the colors don't seem to be the most appealing shades. I mentioned last time that the reds of those of the roses, I think they're probably roses, are very, very bright, and they kind of like stand out too much amongst the grass and the dirt. And I think I kind of feel that way about the cherry trees too, because the pink is very, I mean, it's lovely pink, don't get me wrong, but I have to say I do prefer a sort of peachier, warm tone pink, and that's what this texture pack does. Because even in the sprite with the cherry sapling, it's a little bit too almost like fluorescent to match the wood. And you may be asking, why have I just crafted a boat? Are we not starting to work on the village? Yes, we will. Again, I have no idea where to start. How does one start building a forever world? But first, when I originally found this place, I mentioned before that I found it via chunk base, and on the map for chunk base, which by the way I still need to give out the seed for this place if you guys want it. I keep forgetting to copy it and give it to people, but I will. But when I loaded up the map, I noticed that there was a very special island in the water, and I haven't seen one of these islands close by in any of my worlds for years. And if you know about Minecraft, you probably know what I'm talking about, but it is the mushroom island. This is quite a big deal because I have not seen a mushroom cow in years and years and years, and I honestly don't even know if they're real anymore. You know, I feel like I need to confirm that they're real. I need to see them. So that's where we're heading. And eventually, I keep on saying this, I do need to get a silk touch pickaxe so I can bring the mushrooms back. So we're basically only going over just to confirm that the cow's there. I'm still on the lookout for the sniffer locations. Speaking of boats, I only heard this from someone else that they're doing oh, there's turtles. That they're doing a remaster of Black Flag, which I used to love. Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed was like every time a game would come out. I mean, it'd come out like every year, which is crazy now, but I would play basically all of them. And Black Flag, especially, I remember at first being like, that doesn't sound like Assassin's Creed. That's not right. I don't like that. It's different. But playing it, it genuinely is one of the best games in the series. And the experimentation definitely paid off. And I think in the distance we can see the Mushroom Island. Oh, this is so exciting. But I don't think I'm going to be buying the remaster just because games are so expensive nowadays. But I'd be interested to watch other people play it. Oh, and Aquapolis. Wait, that's gonna be so good for Prismarine, and there's none of the Guardians. Oh my god, we're here. Mycelium, I think. Okay, upon initial inspection, I'm not seeing a cow, and I definitely can't pick up this material without the pickaxe. I know I cannot pick up any part of the mushroom. Still no cow. I mean, it would be perfect to see the cows in the daytime, in their full sunlit glory. So I'm gonna make a little rest stop out of this mushroom. A little mushroom house. I don't have a bed, but this will sort of give me something to do with my time whilst I wait for the day cycle to repeat. But yeah, in terms of Assassin's Creed games, I never played the first one. I played the second one, Brotherhood, Revelations, 3, Black Flag, and then I don't know if I can remember the order. Unity, Syndicate, Origins, Odyssey, Valhalla. I played all of those, but I didn't finish Valhalla or Odyssey because they were just so big. They were too big. And I think sometimes when games are they have so much stuff in them. Oh, I needed to blow the horn because we made land. But yeah, sometimes games are like bloated in a bad way. Like Baldur's Gate, a little game called Baldur's Gate, is not bloated because it's got really good high quality content in it. It did take me a long time to finish the game, but still. But Assassin's Creed sort of has, at least with Valhalla, I hope this doesn't offend anyone, but I found that because the whole premise is like you go to the UK and you have to make peace with all the county leaders. But I know they all have individual quests, but it's kind of like once you've done 2 or 3, I don't know, it's a little bit repetitive. But maybe I didn't give it a fair chance. And it would be nice to go back, but I played those games on console and I haven't really touched my PS4 in a long time. I think it looks pretty good. Inside it looks a bit like a cheese house, but I was gonna say who doesn't love cheese? I don't like cheese. So but I guess it's more like a sponge. I'm just pretending to rest. I think they should add sitting animations into the base game. Hopefully no one tells me that they already have those, but just sitting down on some stairs, because we all use those for chairs, that would be really nice. Oh my god. Oh no, I'm shy. I'm shy. I've waited so long for this moment. The illustrious mushroom cow. Oh my god, that's so cute. And when I don't have shears with me right now, but when you shear them, mushrooms come off, right? It's so clever. Blows my mind. Oh my god, I'd love to have some of these guys. And I feel so lucky that this place is pretty close to where I'm building the village. Because yeah, I feel like these mycelium islands are quite rare. Oh my god, that's so cute. Now, I don't know if there's anything that I'm missing on this island aside from the cows, but oh my god. If the Last of Us was cute. But yeah, aside from getting unique blocks there's nothing else really here, right? I know there's obviously mushrooms. Mushrooms for potions and stuff. Well, since I'm not ready to bring the cows over, they can stay in their natural habitat for a little while longer. I think I'm just gonna wait until it's a bit lighter. Okay, that was a pretty successful expedition, and the sun is now rising. But first, we should check out the. Oh, it's so sad with all the guardians. I've never successfully raided one of these places in survival. The guardians are just way too much, so I'm not sure what sort of rewards you can get. I think when I've been here before, I died and I had to swim back and get my stuff and then just run away. But I think that was gold, if I remember correctly, like gold blocks. And I'm not sure what else, but for me, the prismarine is gorgeous, so I'm probably gonna take a fair amount of that. Oh, I thought I could. I wonder if this is like the glow dust, where I can make a lantern. I feel like probably not. It's probably a lot. You probably have to get the silk touch. But yeah, as much as I say that I want to start building in the village, I think I always underestimate how much of that is going to be collecting resources. And I'm half tempted to kind of not skip an episode, but spend time in the world not recording and just purely gathering supplies. Because I was thinking, what sort of houses do I want to have? And I'm thinking spruce with maybe quartz and then some brighter colors. So even the prismarine. So kind of darker brown, white, and blue. And I just want to see if on peaceful I can survive indefinitely underwater. That would be a bit broken, but I guess you can. I know I've been referencing the world I have with my friends quite a bit, but one of my friends, she hasn't played Minecraft before. This is like her first time playing, and they were building a house that wanted the lights in Aquapolis. Aquapolis? I'm trying to think how Own a Pixel said it. But yeah, these pool lights here, they really wanted them. I mean, from my video of axolotls, I learned that axolotls basically attack most underwater mobs. And so I said, well, if we're all going, we get some milk, we get a weapon, none of us had water breathing potions. We had a bunch of doors, and no one had a Nautilus either. But the idea was we get like 60 axolotls, and we go and we drop them all in the water, and they will attack the guardians for us. But my other friend was collecting a bunch of axolotls, and I think they grew very attached to them. Because when it came down to it, I think we only took like 15 or so. But when we got to Aquapolis, I'm pretty sure there was some accidental throwing of the axolotls in the buckets into the water instead of releasing them. And it was so hilarious, and that's like the best part about playing Minecraft with friends, especially people who are new. Because it's just so chaotic. But they did get the lights. They took the 4 at the top, so, and there were only a few deaths, so overall pretty good. And those are spruce trees. I promise, guys, this is a completely random seed. I didn't design this just for me. There's another thing that people do. They like engineer seeds to have everything they need. But yeah, back to Assassin's Creed Black Flag. One of the best parts of that game was the fact that when you were on your ship, you could let your crewmates sing. Some of the sea shanties, to this day, I still will just, randomly say them. But like the ones I remember the most are, there was the Leave Her, Johnny Leave Her, and Lowlands Away. I'm not sure like the title. That was good. It was like Lowlands Away, reach on. And then, if you've played Black Flag, and I 100% remember crying at the end of the game. And I can't quite remember the plot of Black Flag. It's been a long time. I know that your daughter comes to see you, and you have the iconic Anne Bonny singing The Parting Glass. And I remember at the time thinking like, this is one of the most incredible songs I've ever heard. It's so nice. That game is really, really, it's really nice. It definitely marked a sort of turning point in the series. I assume most of you, even if you haven't played the game, are familiar with the Assassin's Creed games. It's like jump in the hay bale, you've got a blade up your sleeve, jumping and assassinating people. But yeah, this was all on pirate ships. We really do need a new pirate game. I've heard, and I don't know if I believe the rumours. I don't know if you're allowed to talk about leaks, but a potential pirate game from a big developer who makes games such as Relden Sing. There are rumours that they were working on a game in that genre, and it's all like, but you're on a boat and you go from different island to island. But then I've also heard rumours that they're working on a space game. Either way, someone needs to make a really good pirate game. I remember Skull and Crossbones. What happened to that game? Did that come out? I feel like I heard so much hype about that and then nothing. Oh, and of course, the OG, Sea of Thieves. When the first time I played Sea of Thieves, it was already pretty dead. But I loved it. I thought it was incredible, and I so wished that I was there during the heyday. If any of you were, please tell me your best memories, because I'm really sad I missed out, and I need to live vicariously through some stories. But yeah, just like sailing around on your ship. The water was so nice in that game too. Although the character customization, I remember the first time making my character, I probably spent a full hour just resetting the cast until I got someone that was barely tolerable. Did you see that? That was a crazy jump into the boat. And now we will sail back home. And I think I might move my home from the left side to the right, because I do think the right side is better for the initial building. It's got more of the layout I'm looking for. Sing along if you know the words. Of all the money that e'er I had, I spent it in good company, and all the harm that e'er I've done, alas, was done to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Find the note, find the note. trying to sing that, but also keep a low volume. I'm not sure I remember any others too well. But yeah, I remember that really like hitting hard, and it's so good when a video game has like a really strong association with a certain song. Or it gives new life to old songs. I know that is a classic song, but I never heard it before the game. I wonder how the golem is getting on. Speaking of golem, I actually really recently watched Lord of the Rings, the first one, and the second one. And I of course watched the extended editions, and they are so long. I mean, thankfully, you don't really realize how long they are when you're watching them because you're so absorbed. There's always something that I forget or didn't notice in previous times I've watched. And that truly is just like the fantasy epic movie. And I don't know if we'll ever get something like that again. I know that they're filming the Elden Ring movie, and I've seen some photos from the set, but I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know. I'm sure it's gonna be something. Yeah, those movies will be forever timeless. And speaking of endings, the way Return of the King ends, and it gets me every time, even in a small clip. Spoilers. I mean, it's been out for a while. The books have been out for ages. But in the movie, when Aragorn says to the hobbits, "You bow to no one," it's like one of the most. I'm getting upset even thinking about it. One of the most emotional experiences in film. And now my mood is ruined because there are 3 people in my house. I don't know why all of you love this house so much. Please, please leave. I actually bought this house. I don't have the papers to prove it, but I have an iron axe, so you should probably do what I say. Let's drop off the materials. Although, like I said, I would like to move over to the other island. And someone did kindly explain to me how villages and villagers work. Do I remember that off the top of my head? No. But I would like to retain the villages I have now and kind of move them over to the side of it, work on the village, and then move them back in. So I'm wondering, could I make like a really big house with many, many beds and multiple job tables and just put all the villagers in there? Would that be possible? Okay, I'll even give them a bell just to sweeten the deal. And the thing is, if it doesn't work out, I guess I can always steal the villagers from this village. I mean, what? Oh my god, it's a proposal. Oh my god, what are they gonna say? They said yes. Congratulations, guys. Oh, congratulations. Okay, let's move over to the other side. Again, just let it sink in how incredible this place is. We have a mushroom forest. Can I blow this underwater? Thank god. We have a mushroom forest, a spruce forest, 2 cherry groves, 2 villages, a pillager lookout outpost, a mine shaft, Aquapolis. We've got turtles on the beach. This is incredible. So I think I'm gonna start lower down the city area, and I want to make the port first because then I don't have to deal with any accommodations for the villagers. And the foundation of any good build is stone. So I'm gonna have to take a lot of stone. And then once I have the docks and the harbour sorted, I can then work on planning out the other houses. And I think I want my first sort of significant build to be the house moving castle cottage, because it's very important to me. I love that. I love that cottage and the flower field. And I was thinking, conceptually, we have the normal. If you've never seen House Moving Castle by Studio Ghibli, it's based on a book, but the movie is incredible. It's one of my favorite movies ever. I do recommend it. I think probably most people have seen it, but no judgment if you haven't. But it's about. I mean, I can't even get to the story of the movie. It's basically, how do I say it without spoiling stuff? A guy has built a house out of junk, and it can walk. And I guess that's the moving castle, because it may as well be a castle. It's imposing enough. And he's using it to move around the world for some reason. But we follow the perspective of a girl who she works in a nice little village in like a hat shop, and she somehow gets cursed and she becomes an old lady, and she realizes if she can't live her normal life as an old lady, she can't explain to people what happened. They would probably be like, who's this random woman? So she leaves and starts wandering the fields until she comes across the moving castle. And there, she's very kind of like, well, I'm moving it. I'm going to be the cleaner or the cook. And she starts like tidying up, and they accept her, and she lives with the people who live in this castle. And, you know, they get up to some stuff. And basically, the castle has like a portal system where there's like one door that can open to different dimensions. It's just like a teleporter. So I was thinking, if I make a house that has, because sometimes the castle can lead to a door on a street, and from the outside it looks like it's inside a regular house. So if I could build a regular house and then make a nether portal that you go through, and then take a brief walk, and then come out the other side, and it takes you to the flower field, which is another location that the castle can teleport to. I think that'd be a fun way to incorporate magicalness of the flower field. And so I need to start stocking up on a bunch of flowers. But that is basically like a really small cottage in a huge flower field that's got little water pools. So it'd be nice to make that higher up on the mountain. But again, I have so many ideas, and it's very hard to make them happen. Since I've spoken so much about pirate ships, it would be rude to not check out the pirate ship. as I'm recording this, it's very warm, and that concerns me because it's not even summer. I technically don't know when summer starts. I think it's probably closer to June, but it's very warm. Don't really do very well in the heat. I think aesthetically, summer is really nice, but the temperatures that can happen are ungodly. It's not right. Especially if you live somewhere where everything is made of brick and it's all designed to keep the heat in. I suppose that's another question if anyone is still watching. And that's, what's your favourite season? I might also leave a comment with the question too. I think as a kid, I really loved summer. In the UK, I don't know how it is in other countries, but we would get 6 weeks off of school. And I remember those 6 weeks feeling like an eternity. And nowadays, 6 weeks goes by like it's nothing. But that was always the most amazing time. And there'll be sports day as well. I love sports day. I was very, very like athletic as a kid. Until I found video games and I just kind of stayed inside all the time. But as a teenager, I didn't like summer at all. I think because, especially in the UK, again, it's probably the same in other countries, it rains a lot and it's very cloudy and overcast a lot of the time in the year. So whenever it gets sunny, people start having barbecues, everyone gets outside, like people love the sun. And I mean, it's completely understandable. But I think that when I was younger, there was this like pressure to be happy in summer. But as I've gotten older, I feel like I've definitely started to shift my opinion on that. Especially because I can just have like more control over how my summers are and what I can do with my summer. So I start to like it, but I still would never, would never get behind the heat. But spring, I always love spring. I do get a little bit of hay fever, so it's not always my favorite, but when all the trees start growing their leaves again, just before summer, when everything is in full bloom and you can smell it in the air, you can smell that change. It's so, so nice. And the temperature isn't too bad. So I think my favorite would be possibly spring, but also, I mean, everyone loves autumn, right? I think autumn's probably, no, I think globally, summer will be people's favorite season, but I think autumn's probably second. But autumn, of course, has Halloween, which is the best holiday. And yeah, the leaves changing, it getting colder again. It's so refreshing after summer. But I actually think specifically the period between late summer and autumn is really nice. Like late summer is the peak of summer. Yeah, I just think that the transitional periods, seasons are the best. And it just sucks that they're the shortest too. It's like night is winter, spring is sunrise, summer is daytime, and sunset is autumn. The sunrise sunsets are always the shortest, but they're usually the prettiest. I still didn't have a definitive answer for that. Also, I'm making another hobbit house for myself because I need it to be away from where I'm working on construction so I don't have to keep on moving stuff from my chests. The definitive answer, I think it's still autumn. I think that's still my favorite. Early autumn is my favorite season. Just broke a couple bones. It's fine. I love a hobbit house, but then I think about the damp because I imagine it would be pretty damp in a hobbit house. Like how do you get the airflow? I suppose the Bilbo's house under the hill is probably has like the entire hill, so like there's probably windows on all sides. I actually need to add making a proper hobbit house into the list of builds. And look, we're right back where we started. But there's so many people who have videos like this, like Forever World videos, and by this many episodes in, they've got like, you know, like the foundations of some great builds. Maybe they've like done a few great builds, and I'm still living in a hole. But you know, we all have our own pace. The cows are something's going on with the cows, and I'm gonna put up a. Why are they moaning at me? I'm gonna put a cherry tree up outside to mark that this is my house, because I definitely will lose track of it. Um. Okay, I thought that would be enough bone meal, but I guess the parameters were not quite right for the tree. Maybe I didn't have enough dirt around it. So I'm gonna start doing a little bit of landscaping around the port. So I want to keep the shape pretty similar. And I was thinking, I do like straight stone walls all around with like some stairs wrapping upwards, and then a few, what are they called? Like the wooden piers that go into the water. A few of those. And I guess I could even build a boat if I can find a good tutorial. I'm not above using tutorials. But I think, actually, looking at the time, I probably should stop for now. But as always, thank you so much for being here. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your week and weekend. And I hope you got something done today or that you got to sleep, okay? And yeah, I will see you next time.